Good evening, everyone. My name is Isa Itani. I am enrolled in the IT program in Nova Southeastern University, and with my ripped presentation tonight, I'm gonna talk about ZigBee. So with my slides, I'm gonna be covering what is ZigBee and how it's used, what's the meaning of ZigBee, and I'm gonna talk about the advantages and its disadvantages. And also I'm gonna talk about how ZigBee is in the IEEE 802.15 standard, and where the most are ZigBee is used. And I'm gonna conclude with some of the security issues that ZigBee faced. So ZigBee is a specification for a suite of high level of communication protocol used to create a personal area network built from small, low power digital radios. It's a technology with a lower cost, lower power consumption, and a lower data rate transfer. It provides a connectivity for any simple mobile device, could be anything, remote control, any monitoring system, any temperature monitoring, any wireless device. So it's pretty much it take a minimum of the power of electricity or any battery to create this personal area network. As we know, uh, it's expected to transmit to between 10 and to 75 meter of range depending on the device. So it's a very short range. Approximately, it's even less than 75 meters. So we're talking about 10 to 40 max. Um, the main uh, the main word ZigBee, it came from zigzag and bee. So it's a story about how the honeybee uh, transfer the food to her family and communicate with them. So pretty much the way how the idea that behind ZigBee, the word ZigBee came from the honeybee, which is a colonial insect that lives in a hive and that contains a queen with a female drones and a thousand of worker bees. So the future of this colony depends on this queen that have to uh, go out and bring food to the members, and with a very small amount of power consumption, in a silent way, uh, can use this power for communication where the bee dance in a zigzag patterns, and she's able to share information such as a location, distance, and direction to discover the food. So that's how they name this feature or this service as ZigBee, because it's a very low power consumption, and it does a lot of things such as communication system, and later on I will show you some example how this system is used. Uh, one of the main some These are some of the advantages of ZigBee, which is a high performance radio featuring best in class coexistence with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and other 2.4 megahertz systems. So it pretty much can be used even with the existence of Bluetooth or any Wi-Fi. Let's say there's Wi-Fi internet or any Bluetooth are on, ZigBee can still use and can coexist with all these systems. There's no interruption. There's everything can still go on at the same time. Also, it's a worldwide technical support. So once the company responsible of installing the service in your house or business, they always have this tool free line to help you and the technical support in case of any issue or any if they are experiencing any problem or anything you need. Also, all the appliances operate on the same network. It's a low cost and it's really cheap to buy. The low price allows this technology to develop widely in bunch of wireless control and monitoring applications. Um, some of the disadvantages are can be confusing for the first time users, especially homeowners. And that's pretty much obvious for any wireless device or any electronics. Once you buy something new, it's really confusing in the beginning and it's hard, but once you get used to it, it will be really easy to use, so it's not that big deal. uh, Another disadvantage is really short in range with low complexity, and the replacement also of this device the replacement of ZigBee compliant appliances can be really costly and expensive. It is restricted on certification use, so only some certifications are used in this device. Uh, it's not that secure as typical as an 802.11 wireless network, and it's really low on speed data transfer. Um, so ZigBee is in the IEEE standard of 8.2.15. Those are the general characteristics um, of the IEEE 802.15. It's a dual PHY 2.4 megahertz and 868-915 megahertz. So the data rate of 250 kilobytes is at 2.4 megahertz. At 915 megahertz is 40 kilobyte per second, and at 868 megahertz is 20 kilobyte per second. It's optimized for low duty cycle application, and the CSMA-C8 channel access yield high throughout and low latency for low duty cycle device like sensors and control. It's really low power, so the battery lasts for a long time and it can be used with, for multiple months to years. The multiple topologies are star, peer-to-peer, and mesh. Here, those are some of the protocol features for the IEEE standard of 802.15. It's a master-slave topology, automatic network configuration, dynamic slave device addressing, virtual peer-to-peer links, which known as pairing, full handshaking for packet transfer, and TDMA slot can be allocated. Here we get to the use of ZigBee. As you see, it's really used in a lot of industry and a lot of places, such as security and alarm. Um, I'm gonna show you here some example. I'm not sure if it's gonna cover my screen, but in security and alarm, um, such as the smoke detector, sound alarm. So pretty much the alarm will sound if the fire occurs in the house. Let's say you have a security and alarm system. The light will turn on at the same time if the detector detect any smoke, and the alarm will sound off in the same time. For motion detector also can be used to communicate wirelessly with any control alarm, and it can also be used for window control. For example, blinds can be controlled by simple battery operated device using a remote control. Uh, Another use very important for the door control, to lock and unlock the entrance during when using the door, when using the wireless key for opening and closing the door, and when the door locks, light can automatically turn off. ZigBee also can be used in environmental monitoring, such as temperature and humidity measurement and pressure, and according to exact requirements, saving water and uses cost. Also can be used for radiators and temperature sensors to maintain an ideal temperature, saving power and money. As we see, ZigBee can be used in a lot of things at home or at any businesses or any environment. Also can be used in the lighting control. So pretty much you can control the lights using ZigBee with a remote control. Also can be monitor the network over the internet, and the system also can be used in automatic notifications, such as the system uh, can be set up automatically contact if the owner have any problem. Again, this is for technical support, so that can notify the company or the company who installed this service. If any problem happen, there's the automatic notification can be sent to them, and they will be able to take care of that. Finally, can be also used for remote control to enable the user to control all the devices at home, such as the network, forwarding messages, or anything in the direct range. At the end, I'm gonna talk briefly about some of the security issues that ZigBee face. It's pretty much close to a wireless router, but it's really pretty much less on security. It's pretty much vulnerable to various 5 ZigBee wireless mesh protocol network attacks and penetration. Those here are the security options that it asks you when you install that service. So you can have it with, you can set up with no security, you can have it with a confidentiality or authentication, or you can have it with both confidentiality and authentication together. From what I've read and I heard that those are still not good security measures, and it can be easily hacked um, with any type of injection or any type of hacking. So it's not that secure, but at the same time it's a really low power consumption and really low uh, on the usage, and it can be easy to penetrate. At the same time it can be hard, um, but compared to the wireless router or any other wireless devices, the security in ZigBee is not that strong. That's pretty much it about ZigBee. uh, I will be posting my video on YouTube. If you guys have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to comment on my YouTube video. Thank you very much and have a great night.